So I was talking to my colleague the other day and asked him about this Japanese restaurant that he and his girlfriend visited, and I asked him how it was, and he said, it was pretty good, but if I were you, I would avoid the sushi. It's a little fishy. How's it going, everyone? Akibana Zero here, and I'm back with another RWBY Volume 6 reaction. We are going to be checking out Chapter 8 this time around. Previous episode, we got to see just how awesome Maria Calavera was in her prime, I guess. She was known as the Grim Reaper. That's Grim with a double M. And she had her Silver Eyes powers. She had double scythes that could unite into one weapon, and she could retract them with some, I'm imagining her semblance or something. I don't know. She was just all around badass. And the most badass thing is that Crow was like so starstruck to meet her. He was completely dumbfounded because he was like, I thought you disappeared. You were a legend. And the best thing of all, it was like he had designed his weapon after hers. It's really awesome stuff. So we got lots of things to look forward to right now because Maria Calavera has great use of her Silver Eyes, and that's also she has that also allows her to train probably RWBY. Maybe she might train Crow. I don't know. There's so many opportunities, so many possibilities here. And also we got to meet Jean's sister, whom they kind of really look alike quite a bit, and she's married, she has a wife, and they have a kid, and it's so awesome. And the whole town, the whole setting, the way it was all designed, Argus looked really gorgeous. The way the team put it together, it was really cool. So anyway, let's check out our latest chapter, which is titled, what's the title? Dead End. Doesn't bode well, does it?
Come on! You didn't even hear us out!
Our orders are clear. The Mistral Atlas border is closed. Please,
look at these guys.
Have a good day.
But
a good day!
Hey, if you don't want to believe that I'm friends with Ironwood...
General Ironwood!
Oh.
Yeah, General
Excuse
Ironwood.
me.
Fine. But look, we have Weiss Schnee with us, and we're trying to get her home safely.
These guys.
Approach.
I love their design. So funny.
Very well. You may speak with our commanding officer. We will fetch her at once.
Could it be winter?
they were kind of...
super weird? Yeah.
What's wrong?
Well, I may know this commanding officer. That's good, isn't it? If she's your friend, then maybe she'd be more willing to help us.
I wouldn't exactly call us
Friends?
Acquaintances?
Not quite.
Colleagues?
Former?
Enemies?
That's the one.
Wait, what?
Oh, yes, I come through here about once every 10 years to get my eyes checked up in Atlas. You bring outside cashews on one flight, and suddenly you're placed on the additional screening list for life.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Now, let's not give up hope yet. Maybe she's dead.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
Introducing Special Operative Caroline Cordovan!
Caroline Cordovan. She's also a short granny.
Which?
She-devil.
I see you've chosen larger contraband to smuggle this time.
Oh, Cordo. You know, they say time changes people, but I see you've still got that stick right out.
Hello, Miss Cordovan. My name is Ruby Rose, and I was wondering if you would hear us out about.
I've already heard what your other little friends had to say, Miss Rose. What are you doing back here? I thought I told you to leave!
And I told you we wouldn't rest until you let us know.
Nice to see you again as well.
You civilians are clearly incapable of comprehending the importance of our mission here in Argus. So allow me to say this slowly with smaller words. This base, that relay tower, the very safety of Argus are all gifts from the glorious kingdom of Atlas. And it is my duty to uphold them, as only I have the wit and tenacity for such a task.
Such wit! Such tenacity!
Or maybe Atlas just wanted to get you as far from the kingdom as possible.
Could be.
You're just like the rest of these Argus ingrates. This city wouldn't even be here if it weren't for our Elysian ancestors. And what do we get in return? The entire world is ready to put a knife to our throats.
Please.
You don't
we
say.
know your kingdom had nothing to do with the fall of Beacon. We were there.
No one's happy about the Atlas borders or embargo, but I know General Ironwood is just worried. It's why we need to talk to...
The general is no coward. Atlas is strong. If all the kingdoms plan to make us their enemy, then so be it. Atlas will prevail.
Atlas will prevail!
Do you guys seriously have to do that?
If Miss Schnee has truly come to her senses and wishes to return to her family, then of course the Atlas military will escort her home. But the kingdom will not be responsible for her friends of questionable character.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means we're done here.
And locked.
Oh, yeah? Well, your base looks like a big dumb boot.
Way to show her, Nora.
I don't...
Oh.
Weiss, I told you we wouldn't leave your side for a second. We'll find a way to Atlas. Together.
Well, this is problematic.
So, where are we going now?
Yeah, what's the plan?
What's the plan?
Plan?
There's no plan.
Plan just got shut on our face 3 times over. I'm going for a drink.
Duh, 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 duh. Oh, there it
Uncle
is.
Crow, I really think we should try and come up with something
Uh-oh.
together.
What's his problem? It's not your fault we can't go on.
If he's gonna be a jerk, then we'll just come up with something without him. I mean, we've got Ozpin with us. He usually knows what to do.
I don't think he knows this time around, sweetheart.
What is it?
John!
Everything we did was for nothing!
That's not true.
Really? Because it sure does sound like it.
If Salem can't be killed, then how are we supposed to win this?
That's a good question. That's the question everybody's been asking.
Wow. Great plan, everyone.
Look, none of this is great, we know. But we're not the bad guys here.
Are we sure about that?
Uh-oh.
What?
He's in your head, isn't he? Did you already know about this?
John, take a chill pill,
How
man.
much longer can we even trust him?
Oh,
John!
jeez.
How do we even know it's really him? What if we've been talking to that liar this whole time?
John!
Wow.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know.
Good
I
answer.
think it would be best if we had some time to ourselves.
Yeah. Kinda to be expected here.
Maybe we could all use some space.
Wow.
Come on, please.
Where are you?
You know, I came out here to avoid the yelling.
Sorry. The others went to get food for tonight.
Why not go with them?
I don't know. I don't know anything. What do I tell Jean and his team when we don't even have a plan? The crow's out drinking, the husband hasn't come back, and even if he did, I don't know if I could trust him. And there's always Jin, but we only have one more question we can ask her. I feel like I'm letting everyone down.
Just gotta ask the right question.
You know, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
What?
If I have to explain it to you, it'll just defeat the purpose. But if you're tired of not knowing anything, how about we discuss those eyes of yours?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I would be honored.
Sit back down, for Pete's sake. Let's start with what you do know. Tell me.
Silver-eyed people are supposed to be legendary warriors. Or something. And
Raised
at
an
the
eyebrow.
Fallout Beacon, I turned a giant wyvern into stone.
Oh boy.
Look, if I already knew everything, I wouldn't be asking for help.
Yelling. It's not your fault. I had my father to teach me. And even he didn't have all the answers. But what he told me makes sense, given what I've seen.
Was he a huntsman too?
It wasn't really an official title back in his day. I only knew him as an old soldier and an excellent teacher. I never attended one of those fancy academies of yours, but I scored higher on the license exam than any other huntsman or huntress that day.
Wow.
He must have been proud.
He would have scolded me for showing off.
Hmm.
He'd never been able to find much information about our abilities. Just legends of warriors whose eyes shone like mirrors, reflecting the light of the world onto darkness. He found so little, in fact, that it made him cautious. How could such powerful bloodlines be so rare? Unless something was actively seeking to destroy them.
Salem.
I tried to keep my powers a secret, but as you know, it wasn't enough. I owe my life to my training and my semblance. At the end of the day, those are still your most powerful tools.
What is your semblance?
Reflexes! A silly name I came up with. Hard to explain, but I can sense everything better than most and react to attacks almost before they happen.
Wow.
Combine
That's
that
OP.
with my training and secret ability to turn Grim to stone, or blind them, or vaporize them. And that's how you become the Grim Reaper.
So, how do I laser beam monsters with my eyeballs?
Ow.
First, you stop thinking like that. I want you to think of all the times you've triggered your powers. What did those moments have in common?
The power of friendship.
Was scared and stressed. Is it emotional? Like unlocking a semblance?
It's emotional, but more focused than that. Think. What is it you wanted?
I wanted to protect my friends.
Precisely. It is the desire to preserve life which fuels the light inside you. And make no mistake, it is light. Preservation is an extension of creation, or at the very least, an enemy of destruction. The creatures of Grimm were made by the god of darkness, but your light comes from his brother.
How do you know that?
I always knew how to use the light, but never why it only worked on the Grimm. Then Jin showed us her vision. Were you paying attention?
Mm-hmm.
The god of light. His eyes. Okay, where do we start?
Well, not here. The light will only work in the presence of Grimm, meaning the only practice you'll get will be a trial by fire. But what you can do is focus on creating a state of mind that you can tap into when you need it. Don't think about your light as a means of destroying evil, but as a way to protect the people of Remnant.
But that can't be right.
Hmm?
You said the light only reacts to Grimm, but I used it during our battle at Haven. It reacted to Cinder.
Because she's partially a Grimm
Perhaps
now.
there was something that you just weren't seeing.
Ruby!
Oh, hey, guys.
What's going on?
It's Oscar. He's missing.
Oh, great. Good job, John. Good job. Oh well, what could he have done, right? Man, that version of Red Like Roses playing while Maria was talking, wow, amazing, right? Totally amazing. All of that about the Silver Eyes. Like, I kind of figured that there was a little bit of that connection between the Silver Eyes powers and the God of Light. This kind of confirms it as well. Also, like some of you have reminded me, Hazel mentioned we've dealt with their kind before, meaning silver-eyed people, and I'm assuming that one of those people must have been Maria's father, to be sure. All right. So yeah, pretty good episode. Nice. Once again, another setup. A little bit slower, but we got a lot of information. We got a lot of laughs. That was absolutely hysterical. The whole thing at the gate over there, that was just like absolutely hysterical. I thought it was great stuff. The two soldiers, the their commanding officer, and all of that stuff. It was really, really great. Lots of quirky RWBY coming back. If you agree with me and you enjoyed the episode, please leave the video a like and subscribe to my channel by mashing on that subscribe button, because it helps a lot. I'd like to thank my patrons as always for supporting me, and you can do the same by hitting up patreon.com/Akibana0. You can also join our little Discord family by hitting up the invite link in the description below. And as always, I'm gonna catch you next time.